Welcome to Synagogues of New York, Part 63. We start out in Ozone Park, which is a neighborhood in Queens, and we're looking at the Ozone Park Jewish Center. It's of the Orthodox persuasion, and it was founded in 1933. At its height, it had about 300 members, but membership has fallen drastically so that in the last couple years it is struggling to stay afloat. As one can see by the sign to the left of the building, there is a non-sectarian school renting space as well as a dancing studio. Our next stop takes us to Patchogue, New York, which is on Long Island, further into the island in the Suffolk County area. And we're looking at Temple Bethel, which we believe is conservative or traditional. It has both Friday evening and Saturday morning Shabbat services. Azriel Fellner is the rabbi. The congregation was established more than 100 years ago. A synagogue was erected at this particular location, and in 1931 a larger one was erected at the very same site. The newer looking building was added in 1968. There are about 200 member families. There's another Jewish house of worship in Patchogue. It was the Young Israel, meaning that it's an Orthodox congregation. Here's a side entrance view of the building. Rabbi Jordan Hoffman is or was the rabbi. We say that because there is also a Chabad house of Patchogue that's listed at this same location. Here is the front view from around the corner. Note the Lubavitch-style menorah standing in the front lawn of the house, surrounded by a fence. And the director of this Chabad house is Rabbi Beryl Sasankin. So we're not sure if it is sharing space or took over operation of the congregation. However, our suspicion is that they are just renting space and that there are two separate synagogues in the same building. The Chabad of Patchogue also hosts a mikveh. We've moved over to Pearl River, which is in Rockland County, and we're looking at an overhead shot of Beth Am Temple. It's a Reformed congregation. Daniel Pernick has been its rabbi since July of 1985. Shabbat services are held both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings. The congregation was founded in 1963 and currently has about 225 member families. And then there's Peekskill, which is in Westchester County and has about 24,000 residents. And we're looking at the First Hebrew congregation, which is conservative affiliated. Dana Bogatz is rabbi. It has both Friday evening and Saturday morning Shabbat services. The Friday evening varies in format depending on the week of the month and the time of the year. It also has another campus location in the downtown area that holds services on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sunday mornings that utilize the Orthodox tradition. So, did you know that there is a Plandome in New York? It's located in Long Island in Nassau County, and it's kind of small. It only has about 1,400 residents. And it's home to the Reconstructionist Synagogue of the North Shore. There are both Friday evening and Saturday morning Shabbat services. Times vary on Saturday morning if there is a bar or bat mitzvah celebration. Lee Friedlander has been its rabbi since 1981. He is assisted by Jody Siff. This congregation was founded in the late 1950s. Our last stop in this tour takes us to Plattsburgh, which is in Clinton County and has about 20,000 residents, and is home to Temple Beth Israel, another Reformed congregation. Most frequently there is a Friday evening Shabbat services. Sometimes that is skipped and replaced by a Saturday morning Shabbat service. One should check the congregation's calendar of events. David Kaminsky took over the rabbinical chores of this congregation in the summer of 2017. There has been a synagogue presence in Plattsburgh since the late 1800s. It was originally called the Jewish Congregation of Plattsburgh, and in 1878 it was officially changed to the Beth Israel Congregation. In 1913 it officially adopted the Reformed practice. The buildings shown here were erected in 1969 and 1970. We've concluded this short trip, but there are still many more synagogues in the state of New York to check out. So, bye for now and see you soon.